Hey folks, back at it again, and I woke up this morning feeling sad. Um, I think some of the stuff is finally hitting me. What's been going on, what's been taken away. I can't go to work. I can't even work from here, which it's a good thing. But can't watch the Bucks win the title. Can't watch the Brewers sweep the season series with the Cubs. All these things. It's a major bummer, man. But you know what? I have a lot to celebrate. Today is 10 months of sobriety. Over the next few days, I got some really, really cool stuff to talk about. I have, let's see, tomorrow's going to be the day, my anniversary of the day that I hit rock bottom. A few days after that will be the day that I checked into rehab. So I'm going to have some very pointed conversations about those and be able to reflect and share some of my stories. But today, what I really want to talk about is the fact that I'm sad, and I'm not going to walk around feeling like I'm not sad. We're allowed to feel sad. And that's the thing about, mental illness, is that if we don't share that we're sad, only bad things can happen. And it's really hard for us to share that we're sad when we don't know why. That's the trick, and that's one thing that no medication and no therapy can help sometimes, is that we feel inexplicably sad because of the illness. So what I'm making more of a commitment to do is talk about it. That's why I'm doing these videos, because we have this community here, and I strongly encourage anybody who is feeling sad about anything. It doesn't have to be about shelter at home. It doesn't have to be about anything in particular. Anything that's bothering you, please let it out. Because I don't know about you, but here's what happens with me. If I don't let the sad out, if I don't let the angry out and the fear out, if I don't talk about it, bad things happen. I lash out at people. I lash out on social media. I waste all of this energy just because I didn't talk about it, just because I wasn't honest. I'm going to keep coming back to that thing. I'm going to keep coming back to the honesty, because the more honest I am about all of my emotions, the more I'm me. Now, here's the thing about being early in recovery, because I know a lot of folks out there are early in recovery, and hopefully you're still going strong. Hopefully you haven't been triggered, and hopefully you're still going. Whether it's day 1 or year 15, congratulations. And I urge you to let me know if I can help you out. But here's the thing about being early in recovery, is these first couple of months, we are feeling feelings like never before. Everything is suddenly so interesting, like clouds and plants and conversations, all these things that before it was just noise. All of a sudden, everything's really amazing and interesting because we're actually experiencing it. The flip side of that is you're gonna feel everything's gonna be white hot and ice cold. The lows are going to feel incredibly low. When you feel sad, you're going to feel sad like you didn't before, because you're not numbing it. You're not self-medicating. So that's the other aspect of this, is if we don't talk about it, if we don't share what we're going through, we're going to want to put something on it. We're going to want to numb it somehow. We're going to do self-destructive things, and that's where the vicious cycle can happen. So I urge you to message me, post on here, do whatever you need to do to share those negative emotions, because they're absolutely no good inside of you. I'm going to keep this thing short and sweet today. Like I said, I've got some really cool stuff to talk about. Something that dovetails off of this, I'm going to get a little scientific with you. And what I want to talk about is chasing pink unicorns. Favorite scientific subject, chasing pink unicorns, or pink dragons, I forget. But basically what that is that we're always trying to seek the high that we experience, whether it's drinking, drugs, it could be anything productive like exercise, it can be sex, it can be any number of these things, that we always want it to glow as brightly as it did the first time. And the more we do it, the higher it is to get to that point, because our brain can't keep up and keep producing all of those chemicals, all those feel-good chemicals like before. We build up a tolerance. Tolerance is not just related to alcohol and drugs. It's in virtually everything that we do. So I have some really cool, incredible graphics that I've spent hours drafting. Total lie. But I'm going to share those in the coming days to sort of explain that as our tolerance goes down, the highs get lower, and unfortunately the lows get lower on the bottom end too. So that's something to look forward to. It sounds harrowing, but there's a lot of good news in there as well. I do need my social media friends to help me out with something. Is this distracting? Is this distracting? Is that okay? I know I'm not between two ferns, but basically I need to make sure that I'm doing this effectively. This is the place in my house where I found the best lighting. The children are upstairs getting their nails painted, but from time to time, you know they're going to drop in and make cameos. But yeah, I just want to make sure that this is the best space possible. And some of this stuff seems really frivolous. But yeah, it's all this fine tuning. I want people to feel comfortable here. I want us to feel like we're together, because let's be honest, in these times, this is the closest we can have to being together. My buddy Lucas says, moo. So they're not saying boo, they're saying moo, which I think is good. All right, guys, I love you very much. Enjoy your weekend. Treat it like a weekend, man. Don't feel like you need to be on all the time. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Look, this isn't a pulpit. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm just telling you the things that I'm going to try and that hopefully will work for me. We're going to watch The Half-Blood Prince today because we just finished the book. Might play a little bit of Wii. We're going to do some things that we wouldn't have done before. And I'm not going to feel bad about that for a moment. So share your grief. Tell me what's going on with you. Safe place, man. Keep up living the best life that you possibly can. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Love you.